Hello, everyone, and good evening. Oh my gosh, it's 7 o'clock, and it's still so bright and sunny here in Calgary, Alberta. Welcome, welcome. This is Angie Ostajic. Welcome to our Angie's Talk Show. Today, I'm super excited. I cannot wait to give you and bring you these wonderful women who have done so much in order to help other people. So today, thank you so much for being here. I am going to turn on my Facebook so that I can see who you are and who are with us tonight. So, anyways, thank you guys so much to all our viewers around the world. By the way, Angie's Talk Show is being aired in all social media and in YouTube as well. So, thank you so much for tuning in and always supporting us on Angie's Talk Show. So the reason why we're bringing you all these people is each and every one of us every day. We need to be inspired once in a while. We need to have that um, some message ideas and something that can really move us to the next level, push us a little bit, and have that courage to face our situations, either like difficulties, struggles, or even to celebrate some small things. It's very important nowadays, especially in this unprecedented time. So that's why I love doing what I do, and I want to really thank all the viewers who are continuing to come and share that hour with us, and the kids that we brought yesterday, they're just so amazing. They fulfilled my they give me joy and happiness, and how to see their initiative, their energy to bring it to the community, to the society, and to the world. And today we have another episode, and I am super excited to be bringing you these wonderful people that can really come and give you such an amazing and inspirational stories, life stories, struggles, and whatever it is that been through in life. So before going further, I want to introduce you Shannon, who is a photographer, Wila, who is a wonderful caregiver, and Mama Adelina from the Philippines. By the way, Wila is in Quebec, Mama Adelina is in the Philippines, and Shannon in Calgary, Alberta. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and introduce them one by one. And I'm going to read you a little bit of their bio before we go ahead, because I cannot wait, guys, to just listen to these wonderful women and the inspiration that they bring. So I gotta have just a minute. Okay, I will do this, and I'm gonna have Shannon with you. This is Shannon, you guys, and yes. I am going to read a little bit about Shannon. Yes, hello, Shannon, and thank you so much for being in the show. I really do appreciate you saying yes for my invitation, and I cannot wait to hear from you. The first time I'm gonna tell a little bit about Shannon. The first time I met her. We volunteered. I went to support Beyond Our Image, because it's just so amazing doing what she does in all her projects. So I was so fascinated, and I said, I better go and see her. So Shannon is a storyteller, photographer, and community builder based out of Calgary. And guess what, guys? She has created Beyond Our Image to build a community of belonging in order to make the world a more welcoming place for everyone. So Beyond Our Image is doing this through giving people a platform to tell their stories, and she will absolutely tell you more about it. So she is also a teacher, so you're gonna hear from her. So tell us a little bit story about you, Shannon.
Sure. Well, one thing, thank you so much for having me on the show. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that day that you showed up. We do with Beyond Our Image, we have a whole bunch of volunteer opportunities, and we do it every 3 months. And when that happened, you showed up, like we needed some stuff, and you showed up right away, which was unbelievable. So thank you so much. And just being in that community, you're just like in such positivity and such a place of people lifting each other up. So yeah, like you said, I created Beyond Our Image as a project, just to create a more welcoming world. And I believe like we put up barriers between each other just with stereotyping and with labels. And when we like hear each other's stories and we see past that, then we're able to connect and get to the good stuff of people, which is the love and stuff. So doing the photography projects has been so much fun. And thank you too. You were in the Pass By project, and where we're telling people stories and just trying to allow people to see each other, in each other. So yeah, that's kind of
Yes.
it.
Yes, it's so true. And you know what? It's unbelievable that when you see people just the way they are, you don't know exactly what's in their mind and what they're trying to connect with you with. But there's sometimes when you take their photos, and each and every one of us will look at that photo and we translate it in different ways. So it speaks to us. Like, you know what I mean? When you see that photo, it speaks to you. So what is she trying to project? Who is she, and what she's trying to send as a message to the world? And I love that because it's a project that we can really, you don't need words to explain. You don't need, yes, and I like, you don't need words to connect. It's just through their facial expression and the way they express themselves in just that photography, which is so phenomenal. And I love really doing working with you in everything that you do in your projects. So aside from Beyond Our Image, I know that you are also a teacher. Tell us the difference between now, teaching is because some before you are like in front of the classroom, but now it's just like online. So tell us the difference of that one, Shannon. I'm interested.
Yeah, for sure. It obviously is a change, and I mean, there's some positive and a lot of hard stuff with it. This year has been hard, like just missing that connection with the kids. So even when we were in person with masks and stuff, you just like, I guess it kind of comes back to like how we were talking about facial expressions and connection and stuff. You're missing a lot of that connection with the students. But at the same time, there's been a lot of positivity around it too, and the fact that we still can figure out ways to connect and be
Mm-hmm.
creative, just be creative with things. And I also find like when hard times are happening, a lot of times you kind of get to the heart of who people are, just kind of coming together as a community. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it is so
definite
true.
changes, but I think
Mhm.
we'll make it through.
Yes, yes. And the things that you are doing right now, especially connecting with these kids, sometimes you know more about them. Other like sometimes like teachers know more about them than their parents know about them, because when you see those facial expressions, and it's very true that even though it's online, you can really tell where they're at and what's going on with them. So it's very important that communication. So I love to see more of your work, and I know for a fact that you're doing such an amazing job. All the volunteer that you're doing with Beyond Our Image, I really need to definitely come back to you and talk to you more about that. Okay, sounds
Thanks,
good. Well,
Angie.
thanks again for being here. So I cannot thank you enough for saying yes. I know you're very busy. I know you've been enjoying out there, but you choose to be with us tonight. So it's really a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
yes, thank you. Yeah, I'll get back to you, Shannon. Let's go ahead and introduce Wila. And Wila, how are you doing? I know that you are in Montreal. You're 2 hours ahead of us. So thank you so much for saying yes and being here with us tonight. And I love the fact that Willa is such an amazing person who is from Quebec. And also, he is a passionate and a loving caregiver to the elderly and helping those people with disabilities. And I know that he got that passion and he got that good heart to do things that she loved doing. So I want to ask her, how is she doing there, and what is her experience with the people that she's working right now.
Well, first of all, thank you very much, Ate Angie, for this for inviting me in your show. Well, the weather is nice today, actually, and then regarding about my work, helping the elderly has really been reflecting a lot because how I deal with my patients or my clients is like how I deal with my mom, reflecting from how my grandparents, and then um, um, these elderly, really, when you have a passion with other people, it really extends your emotions, like you care them as your own
Mhm.
parent. So
Mhm. Are they having a hard time nowadays coping with this pandemic?
of course, but because of one of my patient, she has an Alzheimer, so mostly it's like she stays inside the her residence, and then
Mhm.
my other patient, sometimes it's hard really for him because he's used of going out and he's always on his mobile wheelchair. So during the pandemic, that it really strikes so hard, they really have to stay in, and then the eagerness to go out is just it's really hard. It's really hard, and
Mhm.
for him wearing a mask also, it's different. It's really hard. They can't cope up. Yeah, they
Mhm.
can't cope up. But
Yeah.
thank God that with the patients and with the help of other healthcare providers, they're able to understand the this pandemic.
Mhm. How long you been in Quebec?
Since 2004.
Oh, 2004. How did you get to, how did you come here being a immigrant?
I came here as under the living caregiver program. I
Oh,
Yes, and with the help of my uncle in the Philippines, Uncle Tony, he was able to funded us to come here, and also with the help of my other aunts here in Montreal, Quebec.
wow, that's amazing. So being an immigrant in Quebec, I know that they need to speak at least in French. Did you learn how to speak French now?
Yes, a little bit, just basic. I have a few issues about it because it's a funny issue though. Because okay, the reason why actually I dropped it out when I was on my second level because my my professor I didn't like
Okay.
how it was going, so yeah, I had to drop it, and then I just learn it by little by little by myself, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
so
guess it's, yeah, it's just the way you communicate, because they said some of my friends are there, and when they landed there they said they need to speak in French, and sometimes it's really hard to find a job if you don't really speak any basic of them. So I'm so glad that you have learned the basic one. So adapting to the environment and adapting to the language is very important too as well. So that's good. I'm very happy that you made it there and you made to work. Is this the only job that you have there in Quebec, or you had another job?
I have a second job. Actually, I work also at the McDonald's restaurant. So
Mm.
two jobs. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I work as a
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah, I met your sister, Sharon. She is
Yes.
so amazing. I love her. She is so wonderful. She helped us a lot. Yeah. Yeah, Shannon loves her too. That's for sure. And she helped us a lot with a lot of things. So that's why I'm very, very happy. And of course, you had helped us also with the International Wheelchair Foundation. And I appreciate you so much. We appreciate you so much in behalf of all those recipients. In fact, to tell you, I am very, very proud that International Wheelchair Foundation have said has sent 161,000 plus pesos in buying a wheelchair in the Philippines for 27 recipients. And of course, there's some extras that goes for some groceries for all those recipients. So we're so blessed to have you guys doing what you have done, and we appreciate people like you who have a good heart and doing everything you can to help others. So I'm gonna come back to you after I talk to Nanay Adelina, and I'm gonna ask you more about your charity works that you've been doing and all the things that interest you the most there in Montreal. So, anyways, here it is. Thank you so much, Wila. And here is Nanay Adelina. Adelina is from no, it's not from Manila. She's actually from I cannot we're gonna ask her just a minute. I need to unmute Nanay. Okay. Okay, let me unmute. Okay, I guess I maybe somebody can help Nanay to unmute because she is muted. Uh, can't unmute your guest because they choose to mute themselves. Okay. Nanay, you need to ask your son to unmute you. I cannot unmute you. Is somebody with you? You call, yeah? Okay, so you need to unmute yourself. I tried to unmute her, but like I can't. Okay, so yeah, try to unmute Nanay because I cannot unmute her here.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. There you go. Wonderful. So, anyways, Nanay is in the Philippines right now. Thank you so much, Mrs. Adelina, for being here with us from the Philippines. So, tell us about you and where do you live, Nanay?
Actually, we live in Lipanto, Mangkayan, Benguet before, where all my children were born. And now, I am now in Angeles, Pampanga, after my surgery and chemo for my cancer,
Oh,
peritoneal cancer,
oh my
stage 3.
God. Yeah. So,
Because
Nanay
I'm,
Adelina is 40 years
yes,
old.
ma'am.
Nanay Adelina is battling a challenge of cancer. Let's pray for her fast recovery. I do believe seeing her, she is doing so amazing. But she was a teacher for 40 years, teaching as an elementary teacher there in the Philippines. So I am just so fascinated for knowing her and her good heart because she is actually whenever people needs anything at all, her house is always open for other people and get some help from her. So that's Nanay and Adelina, and please pray for her and for her fast recovery. We'll really appreciate her to be here. So Nanay, how are you feeling right now?
Uh, I'm doing good, Angie.
Yeah, you look
I'm
wonderful,
strong,
by the
I'm
way.
healthy,
Oh, you're,
and
yeah.
still surviving until I
Yes.
will be completely cancer-free
Yes.
by, by the healing power of our Lord Jesus.
Yes. How old are you, Nanay?
I'm 72. I will be 73 by September this year.
Oh my gosh, I wish that when I got to your age, I gonna look like you too. That's so amazing. See, you look 73 years
Mm.
old, you look wonderful. So that's good. That's good. Well, Nanay, thank you so much for being with us today. And as I have said a while ago, your heart is so wonderful. That's why a lot of people love you for who you are because you have a wonderful heart that always willing to help other people. So So tell us more. Why did you contribute to the International Wheelchair Foundation? Why did you decide to come and give some money for the wheelchair?
Because ever since I've been helping people from old, young and old, and it fills me great and happy with joy in my heart. And as a cancer patient, I have been my students before. I had live uh, show to solicit funds for me to help in my medicines. Yes, some donated also for me all from all around the world. Those from my students before. Mm. And I was
Wow.
so grateful for them. Maybe that's about helping before, and up to now, I want to help, continue helping, especially
Wow.
those who are in need,
Yeah.
and it makes me happy.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. That's wonderful. So amazing. You're giving back because when you were in that situation, needing some help, they are there to help you too. So now you're giving back to the people who are in need. And I love that very much because, you always, we always receive these different kind of gifts, blessings from other people. But some of the people, they tend not to see those small things because maybe it's just a matter of it is just a matter of sharing what you have. And as I've been saying, if you don't have any money to share, that's okay. A prayer can be a charity. A smile, a genuine smile can be a charity. Anything will do. So Nana, you are a survivor and you get stronger and stronger because there's a lot more people that needs you and need to be inspired by you. So have a wonderful day all the time, always smiling, and do everything you can to enjoy life as it can be. So thank you so much, Nanay, for being here. I will cut back to you. Let's go back to Shannon. Shannon, there are things that you do every single day. But before I go back to the questions, I want to say hello and thank you to all our viewers. We want to thank you for all your support. Alicia Nolasco and Steph Hammy. Thank you so much, Steph. I miss you, Steph. You should be here. Alicia, thank you. Also to Yuna, June Nolasco. Thank you so much for watching. And Yuna, take care po, nanay. Feli Cristobal, thank you so much. And Marlene Andre, thank you guys so much for all your support and for watching today. So let's go ahead and ask Shannon because this is really fascinating. I love to see more of her work. There's so many different charities that she is supporting with Beyond Our Limits. What are those different kind of charities that you support?
Sure. So we pick different grassroots organizations every 3 months. So it always is changing and evolving. The previous one we just did was the Bear Clan Patrol in Calgary, and they head out on Fridays and they connect with people experiencing homelessness to get them the resources they need and just kind of connect them with different areas, which is amazing. And then this month coming up, we will be connecting with the Love with Humanity Association run by Syed. And it's an amazing thing in Calgary where they have outdoor food banks. So people can choose to leave food if they can, and then you can take food if you need it. But the thing I love so much is his like love for everyone. And he's just so inclusive of everybody. He just cares about people. And the other thing that I love about it is that he's trusting people. So he's trusting people to leave food if they can and take it if they need. So those are the two big ones right now. And then before that, we did a seniors Christmas where we filled a care home with presents for every resident. And we do that every year. So yeah, just every month or every 3 months is something different, and we're super excited for this month coming up.
Wow. We need more wonderful, generous, genuine heart like you and beyond our image in the whole, because it's so amazing to hear there's no enough kindness that goes around, and it's so great to know that there's a lot of people like you who really genuinely share what you have. But how are you doing it? How are you getting all those stuff to give?
Sure. I think like what you hit on before is one is like it fills up us up so much. My partner Steph helps a lot with it as well, and it just like enriches our life so much to know other people are doing this stuff. It
Mhm.
just like gives you some faith in humanity for sure. And we just put trust in the community every time we run one of these, that people
Mhm.
want to come through and people do want to share their heart and share what they have. So yeah, every time we do it, honestly, it's just on faith in the community, and every time the community comes through, and every time it's different areas of the community, which I really love. So some people really care about like seniors Christmas, so then they contribute to that. Other people like the Bear Clan Patrol really touch them, and so it's all reaching out through social media. So at Beyond Our Image on Instagram and Facebook, we just throw out the message or an email, and then people come every month. It's unbelievable. It just, yeah, it fills our lives with so much love and richness.
Wow, that's amazing. So
Just faith.
it is just, yes, yes. And you know what I see? It's just a matter of leading. Like, who is leading? Who is there in the front? Who is really wanting to get all the stuff together to go and help whoever in need? And we don't get enough leaders. We don't get enough initiatives from other people, and it is so amazing that people like you can just be out there, and because you have that courage to do it, because not for you but it's for other people. So that's the difference. Like, if I'm doing it for myself, I'll be definitely shy doing it. But if I'm doing it for the people, my gosh, I need
Right.
to do whatever it is. I gonna develop the thicker face that I have right now if I am going to get a campaign for other people. So I feel you, and I love to support every initiative that you do, because you are doing such an amazing job and for a good cause. So I know that with all these charities that you are supporting and helping, I know that we will create a ripple effect to all the people who are receiving the gifts, and for all the people who are receiving that attention and blessings. It will create a ripple effect. So hopefully they will do something for other people, or sometimes they other people will be inspired, maybe hopefully, to do something for others. It's just not doesn't need to be big. It's something simple that can really help someone else in need. So yeah, it's very important that way. So thank you so much. That's amazing. Aside from being doing like doing your photography, what else do you do for fun?
Thanks, Angie. I think too, you touched on like such a
Okay, I guess you're kind of lagging off, like you're
well for
uh
me and enjoying fun.
okay. There is some okay, I guess it's better now. Yeah, it's better now. Yeah,
I think so.
yeah. So hope, yes.
Perfect. Technology.
Yes. Okay, I guess it's better now. So what else do you do for fun
Everyone's on
aside
the
from doing
internet
your
right now too.
photography?
I think it makes it slow.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the internet is a little bit slow. Okay. we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back with Shannon a little bit, not unless it's okay now. Is it okay now? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. So aside from photography, what else
It's
do you
okay
do for
now.
fun?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Aside from photography, what do you do for
For
fun?
fun, for sure. Well, this. Oh, for photography. Oh,
Aside
aside
from
from
doing a
photography.
yeah,
Okay, it's just
yeah.
helping. Um,
Okay.
um, uh, just in life in general, I guess. Like right now with COVID, it's a different time. But for me, I
Mm,
think relationships and family and friends are so important, and so connecting with family and friends wherever I can is um, the other part that fills my life up so much. So
mhm.
yeah, that would be the big thing.
Yes, yes. You
And
have
dancing with Sharon when we can.
no way. That's awesome. Dancing, huh? I didn't know that.
No, no, just like this. No, just for fun.
I can't wait to come and do that with you guys. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I cannot wait. Yeah, you guys do some yeah, you guys do some biking, walking, stuff like that. Also doing yeah, activities that like really
Yeah,
help.
trying,
Yeah, that's
totally
wonderful.
trying to
Yeah.
stay active for sure.
Yes. It's very important. And that's something that we can tell a lot of our viewers too. Now that the day is getting longer here in Calgary and it's getting warmer, it's time for us to really make some time to go out and enjoy and have fun. Don't be consumed like inside the house. Just go out and find something, get yourself busy because that can help your health moving forward. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Thank you so much for sharing that, Shannon.
Yeah, I
I will
can
be coming.
paddleboard now.
Oh, really? You did?
It's
Did
warm
you
enough.
guys try? Oh, nice. I can't wait to come
And
and try that with you guys. It's gonna be so much fun for sure. Yeah, so you're gonna
yeah, for
like
sure.
thank you guys so much for sharing that, Shannon. There's a lot of great things to be done out there. Yes, the reason why I'm telling you this one, guys, here in Calgary, sometimes it's get very cold, sometimes it's very warm, but we're very lucky and blessed. This time it's getting warmer, so it's wonderful. Thank you, Shannon, for sharing that. Now let's go back to Wila. Wila, I know you love doing cooking, traveling, but of course you cannot travel now. I understand that, but now you're passionate in also finding some different kinds of recipes. Do you still do a lot of cooking right now?
At this moment, not really.
Not
Um,
really.
yeah,
Okay.
not really at this time because mostly sometimes I'm actually tired for the two jobs I'm in. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
I do love cooking, and I just sometimes do. I love to do like different cuisines. Like
Oh, wow.
I love to explore different kinds of cuisines. And one
Mhm.
funny story is that there is this one summer a few years back that we went for barbecue chicken hunting, like
Oh,
different.
God.
So it's like every kind of from every different countries recipes. We tried
Mhm.
their barbecue chickens, like roasted ones. So yeah,
Mm. Yeah,
yes.
that's awesome. You're making me hungry just thinking about it.
Yes.
That's very nice. So, at the same, like, what make you support International Wheelchair Foundation, and is there anything that you've been doing aside from International Wheelchair Foundation? Is there any other charities that you support?
Actually, I support the Doctors Without Borders. I donate also with them.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah, I started it like 3 years ago, and until now, I'm supporting them as well. So that's one thing. And as here in Montreal, it's really hard to do what you guys do in Calgary, like like collecting bottles, and then you could sell it or donate it, and then look for something about it. But in here, it's really hard to do that. We only do like the cans, but we are in terms of the cans that we are collecting, for example, by ourselves. We try to take out the pin,
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then we actually have a small container that we fill it up because one of our friends who is also a teacher, her name is Katrina, and then he also tries to help for the wheelchair, and
Mm-hmm.
we heard with the help of the pin of the from the cans from the soda drinks.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the they collect that to make also as part of the wheelchair. So whatever we collect, we give it to her, and then they donate it to the hospital as well.
Wow, that's amazing. That's something that something new that we don't do here in Calgary. You're right. We just give the those bottles and that's it. And in fact, speaking of the bottles, oh my gosh, like Steph and Shannon have this massive collections of all these bottles, and I cannot believe on how did they do that. They come up with $500 plus in
Oh,
collecting all those bottles, and it's oh my gosh! And they came out and it's like, here's the envelope. It's like $500. And so, what did you do? Like they collected bottles. So speaking
yeah.
of bottles, it's yeah. How did you do that, Shannon? I forgot to ask you about that.
It it was a ton of bottles, and Steph and I were laughing because we're like, we didn't think bottle drives actually worked. Like we're like, we were going to give it a try, and if it didn't, we try something else to collect. Like we were aiming for the one wheelchair, right? And then we
Yes.
put it on an app called Nextdoor, which is like something for community, like communities around our community. It's like people asking for dog walkers and stuff like that. And so we put up what we were doing. We told them what we were doing. And then there was like just carloads of bottles that were showing up. And then it was actually funny because a lot of people mentioned they're like, we only have this many bottles because of COVID. Like we normally wouldn't have this many, but that's why. So yeah, just carloads were showing up all from our community. And then when we went to like actually put them in the bottle depot and watch the like amount keep going up, like what? So bottle drives can work, but I guess COVID helps as well.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It all works out. So, by the way, with that bottle drive that you had, you contributed at least um three wheelchairs, and the rest of the money, I also put it into buying walkie-talkies for kids who are in school, because you are a teacher and there's a principal who asked me. I said I want I we need 135 walkie-talkies because they live in a very remote areas. There's no internet. They cannot afford laptop. So what they do is, because the children are crying because they want to continue school, but the government want to close the school, but they don't want to close the school because they're going to graduate. So what they did is, like, they came and reached out. One of the parents told me that they need a walkie-talkie, and I said, connect me to the principal. And I talked to the principal, and yes, so for that one, in the first one we had with our initiative with my friends Joy and some other people who came, and we had donated 20 units of walkie talkies so that they can all like study like long distance, like over and out, 1 plus 1 2 plus 2, and like they give the answer over and out, like it's just like so funny. I'm gonna send you some pictures, but the rest of your money of the 500 plus 450 went to your wheelchair for 3 wheelchairs, and the rest of that money is going to the walkie-talkie, because one unit is $35. So that is so amazing. I'm gonna give you some pictures of that. I'm super excited for that bottle drive that like you really impact so many lives. So yeah, I'm gonna give you and connect you with that. So that's amazing. So I'm gonna give you some pictures, because that money that the rest of that wheelchair, some part of that one, we're gonna be sending them also at the end of the month, because it's like 35 per unit. So we might be able to purchase more because there's only 20 that we purchased in the first one, but are we gonna purchase more? So that's why they get just like, oh my gosh, but I'm so happy when I got that one, Shannon. It's amazing. So I'm happy that I can tell you that now. So that's good. So it works. So this pandemic, this bad thing, there's good thing. The good thing is there's bottles because they're drinking.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, I gotta tell you more about that one later. But yeah, that's something that
Yeah.
I need to connect you with because you're a teacher and these students are needing it. So I'm gonna relate with you with all the things that's going on there. Awesome. Well, thank you so much,
I love
Shannon.
that.
Thank you, Wila, for supporting International Wheelchair
That's
Foundation with
awesome.
all those people who have the disabilities. We actually did manage to give the independence, and pictures are coming. The money's been sent to our fulfilling team. They're gonna be fulfilling all those wheelchairs, buying the wheelchairs, bringing them to the recipients, and I cannot wait for all the pictures and videos that will be coming, and it's gonna be so overwhelming and seeing all these people. So thank you so much for participating in that because that's huge. We are no longer just helping the people here in Canada, but we're already going international abroad. And this, you and I knows that their life is more harder over there. They don't have no food. They have they have disability, but they keep going. They keep moving forward. Doesn't matter how hard life is, they keep moving forward. So please, all our viewers, if you're here today, whatever the situation you're in right now, don't let it allow you, or don't allow it to hold you back from living the life that you truly deserve. Keep moving forward because there are ways. Trust me, guys. There are ways to living a great life. So it's like Mama Adelina is saying that there's so many different things that she can do, and whatever she's doing, she's making every single minute of her life, and living it and having fun and enjoying it because that's what it meant to be. So I know, Nanay, that you are very busy too as well there in the Philippines, but tell us, what do you do for fun if you're not so busy helping a lot of people? What else do you do for fun?
As of now, I love gardening. So I plant vegetables in pots. Yes, so have vegetables to cook. Yeah, I connect your show to my friends.
Oh,
Your
beautiful.
fundraising. Yeah, I connect them because of Alicia. Yeah, she's always on Facebook, so I share them to my friends. Your foundation. Yeah,
Oh,
where's your
thank
fund? And
you.
all, yeah, all his volunteerism,
Yeah.
everything that she does. Yeah, I share them to my friends all around the world to
Oh,
see
thank
to
you.
be an example to other people. Mm,
Yes,
to do
yes.
it. Yeah.
Yes, we are instrument to serving many more people because we are capable. We have what we have right now, and that's why we need to give. And it's better to give than to receive. So it's
Mm.
whatever we have, we need to give. So that, like I know, Nanay, that you are very busy there too. I can hear that what is that, the crowing, the noise of the chicken in the background. I guess it's still so early there, so I miss those chicken. I go back in the Philippines every year before the pandemic, and I used to sleep in a lot here in Canada, but in the Philippines, 5 o'clock you need to wake up because the chickens are waking you up. You don't need an alarm clock in the Philippines. So that's amazing. So I'm glad you're doing so much activities to get you going. I'm glad that you are having those gardening that you like to, and it's very important that you need to keep moving forward because you need to keep healthy, and by doing some activities that will give you the exercise that you needed, and it will regulate your blood, and it will be better for you. So it's so nice to see you doing all those things. But I know that Nanay's motto is, whatever you do to the least of your brothers is what you do to God. So it's so true on how you look at people. And it's so the same thing with beyond our image and what you see other people, and how you judge them. It's gonna come back to you, and that's not the good thing. If you are, it's not your job to judge other people. It's your job to love them but not to judge them. So that's why it's very important that we need to give all that kindness and that unconditional love to other people. So Nana, I really truly appreciate you and everything that you do. I know that you will continue to inspire a lot more people doing what you love doing. And yes, with all the things that we do, we might be needing some of your help because we're looking for more teachers or principals or whoever is working in the Philippines, and see we find out what they needed so that we can help them out. And I got an idea from Shannon, and I got an idea from all these kids that I interviewed this week. The battle drive, I would love doing that. I keep doing it because I know that there's a lot more people in the Philippines, especially the children, needed to be helped. So it's very important that we all need to help, collaborate, and find ways to make it work and make it happen, so that this life that we have right now, it will be easier for other people if they get the support and the care from us. And being the person that we are, that we cannot sleep at night if we know that there are a lot of people out there who are really struggling. I know that we can inspire more people. So we're coming into the end of the hour. Is there any message that you need to leave our viewers? I want to say hello again to Panga. Emily, thank you so much for watching. I know that it is Sunday today. You guys can always come back and watch our show, because this show will be here and in YouTube all the time. They're gonna be here forever. So please come back and watch, and you can share it also to a lot of people so that they will get some insight from our speakers. But to leave you maybe some inputs, some ideas on how to occupy our time every day. Maybe Steph can tell us a little bit on what can we do to occupy ourselves so that we will not be so stressed on the time of like, speaking of stress, when we get stressed, it's not healthy for us. So tell us a little bit, Stephanie, what do you do when you feel like you're not performing the way you want to, or when you're stressed, or as if the way you are and the personality that you have, I know you'll never get stressed. But what can you tell our viewers? What can they do to occupy themselves every day?
For me, when I'm feeling stressed, for sure, I take time to be quiet, and I do a lot of meditation for sure. And then honestly, just giving back to the community, I feel like it always puts things into perspective, and it sets me into like a place of love and kindness, and just feeling like I'm part of the community, which really helps lift me up as well. So, but yeah, meditation as well is very helpful, and just taking some quiet time.
So time for yourself is very important, and what fulfills you is your passion of giving yourself to others and helping them. That's very, very good. I love the fact that there are still a lot of people like you who just, like, you feel of fulfillment in helping and serving other people. Well, you know what? Maybe you can give them a
Also,
message.
sorry, yeah. And one other thing is, our family is known for doing like really silly dances. So that is something too that is silly, but like just playing as well, playing and creating. So we did a big dance last year on Mother's Day for a seniors home, and we had big unicorns on. So I think playing and being silly as well.
That's right. Sometimes it's like this is, especially in this time of pandemic, you can do this unthinkable. And imagine, like, sometimes you will go back and say, oh my gosh, did I really do that? But it's so much fun. It's just a way to live our life right now. Because if you guys are wishing to have your life back from before the pandemic, you're dreaming. You need just to adapt and move on and find your ways. And try to love yourself right now, because it's the most important thing. And as I say all the time, if you don't love yourself, who do you expect love you? Because if you don't love yourself, how do you know how to love? It's how to love other people. So first, love yourself. Find the things that you are able to do, and your skills and abilities. You cannot believe you will discover them if you really put your attention to what you can really do, and push yourself to discover on what you can do. And you're gonna be surprised on how many skills and abilities you have hiding. Look at Shannon. Like Shami is saying that Shannon is a good dancer. I don't know when did she discover that. I'm definitely just discovered it just maybe in the pandemic. But that's
Silly dancer.
amazing. Yeah. So that might be the message that Shannon want to tell you, you guys. So like I said, just have fun. Just have fun. Do the things that you love to do. If you are singing in the shower, like from before, get out of the shower and sing outside, not just in the shower. Just do the things that you just crazy, maybe that you're thinking, but just do it anyways. So
Agree.
leave them a message. What message can you leave our viewers, Shannon?
Um, I think just that people are really good, and thank you to everyone who believes in this message of belonging and accepting everybody for who they are and lifting each other up. So there's lots of positivity that's happening right now when it comes to us coming together. And I think that's what we can focus on right now instead of all the isolation and that kind of thing.
Yes, yes. And as I have been saying a while ago, there's not enough kindness that go around the world. We're waiting for you to just be kind to the people that you meet, for all the people that you haven't talked to just because you don't feel like talking to them. Please pick up the phone, talk to them, and tell them how much special they are, how much you appreciate them, and how much you love them, how much you miss them. Whatever that is that you are wanting to tell them, please just pick up that phone and really call them and genuinely give you in sincerity, give what you think about them, because this is the most important time, that people need to hear from you. And every single special word that you can say, it helps to lift their spirit up and get them to the next level of their game. So that's why it's very important. Thank you so much, Shannon. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people waiting for all of us to be the person that you want to be. So that will help a lot. Thank you so much, Sharon. That's really highly appreciated. Willa, I want you to please share your last message to our viewers. What else can you say to the viewers um, who are watching us right now? You are still muted. Oh, it's okay.
Okay, sorry about
No
that.
worries.
Yeah, so what I was saying is that in every little thing you do, you can always be an instrument. Whether you have much or less, you can help other people.
Mhm.
Especially right now, there are people who are always in need, even just to listen, like you said,
Mhm.
just sharing your thoughts to them, and especially the people who are in isolation. They need also our prayers to them, even they are being our prayers are unheard by them. There's
Mhm.
always God who listens to everything. So every blessing that you receive, it's always you know, in every blessing that you give, once it's shared, it becomes a lot, and it shares abundantly, and you receive even more. So doing God's graces, it's really I don't know, it just comes, it showers a lot so much. So in this time of pandemic, Like Shannon said, yeah, doing silly things also helps us the to release your stress. Me, what I do when I'm stressed, I sing. I sing. You also connect with your families and you talk to them, and talk to your friends, and then mostly if you talk about more jobs, about work, and talk about just venting out, it also helps a lot to relieve your stress. So for people out there, volunteering, it gives you joy, it gives you happiness. And even like for example, my niece Ali and my sister, if it's not, if they did not initiate this, like letting us know because of the Facebook thing, we won't be able to know about it. And beyond email, Shannon, thank you also, because of that we're able to receive of the masks. So whatever, you're doing a great job. Also to Angie with your show, you are streaming everywhere, and you're helping a lot of people. Yeah, so very thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Willa. And yeah, it's so true. Volunteering is a kind of charity too, as well, and it's very important to volunteer and give your time for others. If you can't give anything else, but time is very important, and it can be treasured by anyone else. And we really truly appreciate you guys for supporting our initiatives and the things that we are doing, because we cannot do this by ourselves. It is just, we are just an instrument. If you guys won't help, there's not such thing. We make things happen because we are all together. So thank you so much, Willa, and really truly appreciate you and your help. So yes, thank you. And Nanay, can you leave a wonderful message to all our viewers?
Yeah. Hi to all the viewers all over the world. Yeah, I want to express my thanks to Angie and to my granddaughter Alicia for initiating this volunteerism. And I want to encourage you to help others. Yes, in little things. Makes them happy. You give them happy life with them. Uh, let's continue helping people out there, those who are in need. Yes, little things. If we cannot give financial support, let's encourage them by giving encourageable messages to them. Yes.
That is
Uh,
true. That is true.
yeah.
Every little things can
Just,
help. Yeah, it go a long way, Nanay.
uh,
That's so true.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, thank you
I
so
yeah,
much.
thank you. Yes,
Y-
and in Facebook, I have so many friends. Those who are down, I give them encourage them through messages. Yeah, we give them encouragement to raise up the sentiments. Yes,
Yeah.
and those are having I yeah those are having live shows to help other patients like me. I cheer them up. Yes, I keep
Hmm.
cheering them up to continue their good job in helping.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you.
and I
Thank
thank
you.
you, Angie, for the International Wheelchair Foundation. Yes, it reaches the Philippines. Yeah, and maybe just like Shannon says, you give walkie-talkies to children from remote places. I think we can initiate that also here in the Philippines, because especially in Benguet, where we lived before, they live in the mountains. Mm. They have
Yes.
to climb the mountain, reaching the school.
Hmm.
Maybe we can help them through this
Absolutely.
foundation.
Yes, beautiful. Well, that's yeah, that's the plan. We're hoping, Nanay, that we can do more. And like teachers like Shannon, they are willing to even like send some help and like together. Like Sharon is doing such an amazing job in putting some groups together with Emily and Ali with all the people that they are connecting with. We are very very happy that there's so many the youth. We're surrounded with youth and not just youth, with all these adults too that have the like great heart to really willing to give to other people. So don't worry, Nanay, with the help of all the community that we have right now, that we are working all together, we will make it happen for those people, for all those kids as well in the mountains, because I know it's very hard. They don't have no light, they don't have no means of education on going to school, they don't have no food. So I know that we can ask you, we need your help again to connect us with all the teachers and the principals in those remote areas. And I do believe with $35 we can do it, right guys? We can do $35 for just those walkie talkies and bring that education for the whole who knows how many years. So that will be amazing for all the students. So Nanay, stand by, because we're gonna be coming to you and asking you, with all your experience of 40 years in educating and being a teacher, I do believe that you can help us out there in the Philippines. So guys, thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are amazing, with all our special guests. In behalf of all our special guests today, Wila, Shannon, and Mama Adelina, we thank you guys so much, our viewers, for being with us tonight. Continue to love each other, continue to spread that kindness, and be an instrument of that wonderful gifts, and be a gift and blessings to others. So without further ado, you have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna let you go because it's 8 o'clock and there's still sun outside. Go and enjoy it. We love you guys and God bless you. And we'll see you guys again. Thank you so very much. Good night, every single one. Thank you. Bye bye.